So Isaac's on his way. He's got 10 laps to run. Just coming past the judge now with 9 laps to go is Finn Johnson. He's your race leader. So Finn Johnson leading from Bryn Nichols in second spot. In third then was Lockie Hennig. Behind him then in fourth spot, going up on his outside now, Robbie Kilmeyer. Marco Wells was next. Then you've got Lachlan Scott and Luke Mitchell going past the judge together. Then you've got a clump of runners coming towards me now. So we've got a group of probably half a dozen here. They're being led up by Jacob Cox. Up on his outside then was Thomas Dowd. Just in behind them then we had Max Stevens. The next runner was Chris Deegan. And in that group as well then was Adam Goddard, just going by the judge, was Daniel Canala. And here's Isaac Hayne, he's already completed 1 lap. So work it out, he's probably made up 30 metres on the leader in that first lap. So they've all got, well, coming down to the judge now to get 8 laps left to run is our leader Finn Johnson. So Finn Johnson has a lead of probably 30 metres. Over Bryn Nichols in second spot. Robbie Kilmeyer's now a clear third. Going up into fourth spot then was Marco Wells. He's gone past Lockie Hennig. Next pair, Lachlan Scott and Luke Mitchell. And then we've got the next group headed up here by Jacob Cox. So they're coming down now to again 8 laps left to go. Behind Jacob Cox you had Thomas Dowd. On that group as well was Max Stevens, with also Adam Goddard, Chris Deegan. Second last was Daniel Kamala and Isaac Hayne. Here he is once again, the back marker. He's coming down also to get 8 laps left to run. Our leader coming up the home straight here now with a bit over 7 laps left to travel. And it is Finn Johnson who's been in front from the word go. So Finn Johnson leading the way. He's got a lead here of probably the best part of 40 or 50 metres. Leads the way from, in second spot was Bryn Nichols and Robbie Kilmeyer's a close third. In fourth spot then was Marco Wells. Then Lachlan Scott and Luke Mitchell together. Lockie Hennig was next. Then the next batch again headed still by Jacob Cox. He's sort of bringing that group up to the leaders. On the back of Jacob Cox there was Thomas Dowd, then Max Stevens, Adam Goddard. They've got away that group from Chris Deegan. Then Daniel Canala and Isaac Hayne. He's still last of all as he comes down to be told he's got 7 laps left to run. Leader coming into the home straight, Finn Johnson. He's been in front from the word go. And he leads from Bryn Nichols, who's now being joined on the outside by Robbie Kilmeyer. So Robbie Kilmeyer's now moved up into second spot. He's gone past Bryn Nichols. As the leader comes down, this time to be told he's got 6 laps left to go. And it is Finn Johnson leading from Robbie Kilmeyer. Now second. Bryn Johnson was third. In fourth spot then, we had Marco Wells. The next pair, they've been working together, Lachlan Scott and Luke Mitchell. They've been together basically since the word go. Lockie Hennig, he was next, but closing in on him quickly now. He had a heap of them. Thomas Dowd, also Jacob Cox, Max Stevens and Adam Goddard. Going by the judge now was Chris Deegan. And then the last pair, Daniel Canala. Isaac Haynes nearly caught him. So he's made up 65 metres on Daniel Canala. As the leader comes into the home straight once again. This time coming down to get 5 laps left to run. Out in front, Finn Johnson. He's been there every step of the way. Robbie Kilmeyer's a clear second. In third spot was Bryn Nichols. And further back then to Marco Wells is going by the judge with 5 to go now. Finn Johnson. Robbie Kilmeyer second. Third placing was Bryn Nichols. Marco Wells was fourth. Behind him, you had now Luke Mitchell, who's gone past Lachlan Scott and he's worked away from him. Then you've got Thomas Dowd, Max Stevens, Jacob Cox, they're all together, and still with them Adam Goddard, that group of 4. Lockie Hennig was next. Behind him, Chris Deegan, then Isaac Hayne, and he's gone by Daniel Canala and he's about to also go past Chris Deegan. Leader's about to come off the back now and come up to the home straight once again. Finn Johnson has been lonely. He's been out on his lonesome the whole way. Robbie Kilmeyer's probably closed the gap on him though to about 20 or 25 metres. Bryn Johnson was next, then Marco Wells, and behind him was Luke Mitchell. As he comes down now once again to be told he's got 4 laps left to go. And it is Finn Johnson by maybe 20 metres to Robbie Kilmeyer in second. 30 metres away then in third was Bryn Nichols. In fourth spot was Marco Wells, although Luke Mitchell's starting to close in on him, and also making good ground now Jacob Cox with Matt Stevens and Thomas Down. They've edged away now from Adam Goddard and Lachlan Scott. Isaac Haynes got past three runners now. He's got past Daniel Canala, Lockie Hennig and also Chris Deegan. So with the leader about to come off the back straight now, Finn Johnson, his lead's probably only about 8 or 10 metres over Robbie Kilmeyer. You sense Kilmeyer's going to be in front soon as they're going to come into the home straight once again. This come time coming down to see the judge, to be told they've got 3 laps left to run. So under at K, left in the 3,200 metre backmarkers, and it's Finn Johnson about to be tackled, you sense, by Robbie Kilmeyer, and Kilmeyer's going to maybe make a bit of a move here with 3 laps left to run. So it's Kilmeyer now going up on the outside to join and shade Finn Johnson. In third spot, Luke Mitchell. Going with him, Jacob Cox, Matt Stevens. Then Thomas Down. Next runner then was Marco Wells from Bryn Nichols. Then Adam Goddard. Behind him was Lachlan Scott. Isaac Hayne. Further back, Daniel Canala, Chris Deegan, Lockie Hennig last. Robbie Kilmeyer trying to open up a bit of a break here. 2.5 laps left to run. He's moved about 8 metres in front from Finn Johnson second. Now running to third was Matt Stevens. Going with him though was Jacob Cox and also Thomas Downs on that group as well. As Robbie Kilmeyer comes up the home straight, this time to get 2 laps left to run. So he's got a bit over 600 metres to travel. And Robbie Kilmeyer going strongly at the moment. He's going to make it tough for those chasing him. He leads by 30 metres. Over Finn Johnson second. Third now Thomas Down on the outside of Matt Stevens. Then Jacob Cox. Going by the judge now was Luke Mitchell. Behind him was Marco Wells. Next then was Bryn Nichols. Then Isaac Hayne, the back marker, as Robbie Kilmeyer goes up the back with a lead of probably 50 metres. Over in second spot, Thomas Dow. Third, Matt Stevens. Fourth, Jacob Cox. You'd think they're probably the chances for the podium, although Luke Mitchell's trying to get onto their backs. Robbie Kilmeyer, this time he'll come into the home straight to get the bell. A bit over a lap left to run in the Village Family Bakery. 3,200 metre backmarkers. Robbie Kilmeyer, has he got enough in the tank to hold off the challengers? He leads by 30 metres as he comes down to hear the bell. Robbie Kilmeyer, 35 metres in front. Thomas Down second. Matt Stevens third. Jacob Cox fourth. Fifth, Luke Mitchell. They are the chances. Let's get back to Kilmeyer. He goes into the back. 300 metres left to travel. He still leads 35 metres. Over Thomas Down second. Matt Stevens third. Then Jacob Cox. Kilmeyer going strongly. I doubt they'll get him. He goes towards the 200. Robbie Kilmeyer, 30 metres in front. Matt Stevens going up on the outside of Thomas Down. Then Jacob Cox. Robbie Kilmeyer, he turns for home. He's got a bit over 100 metres left to run. He's 25 metres in front. Matt Stevens is stalling home. In third, Thomas Down. But Robbie Kilmeyer, he put it on the line. 3 laps out, and Kilmeyer's going to win the backmarkers. Robbie Kilmeyer, down to the line, wins from Matt Stevens second. Third is Thomas Down. Fourth is Jacob Cox. Fifth placing will go to Luke Mitchell. Here's Isaac Hayne, the back marker. Can he get up and run sixth here? In the red. He moves up. He takes sixth spot. What a run. He ran the full 3,200. He clocks in sixth. Seventh was Finn Johnson, who led for so long. Marco Wells was next. Look at the determination here by Adam Goddard to pick off a runner late. He goes past Bryn Nichols. Then Daniel Canala. Lachlan Scott is next. Chris Deegan. And we've got Lockie Hennig to bring home after the 3,200 metre backmarkers. Well done, Lockie. Brilliant win to Kilmeyer. Stevens outstanding.